Hey, my wonderful budgeting bosses, and we're here for another budget with me video. I know I haven't done one of these in a while, but we are here today. So, I want to say thank you for all my new subscribers, old subscribers. Thank you so much. And if you're new to this video or to this channel, period, I am one of One Word Beauty. This is my channel where I talk about business, cash stuffing, budgeting, finances, all around just paying off your debt, getting your life together, planned and organized. I do on mukbangs from now and then. And I just like to have fun and do the things that I like on this YouTube channel. So that's what we're all about over here. So today, like I said, we're going to be doing a budget with me for the month of May. So I wanted to do what I would do when I set up for the month. So we're going to go here into my budgeting book. This one I did create on my own. It is blank as of now because this one is personalized for me. If you don't know, I haven't shown this in a while, but the beginning of my budget with me book has my cash budgeting categories on the front and on the back. On the back, I have more of the debt stuff, like debt and bills. And then on this green sheet that divides the sections up, I use this to take notes. So right here, this has like what each envelope roll is, as far as how do I want the function of the envelopes to be. So for instance, in this book, I have the clothing gets rolled over from spending accounts. So what that means is all my spending accounts, whatever's left over for the month from those, or well, on this I have 2 weeks. So everything that left over after 2 weeks, when it's time for me to do my budget, then I will put that into the clothing. But I think since doing this, I have changed the rules. And as you notice something different, or you may not know, I do have my digital version of my trackers on here as well. I did decide to make goals for them all. So, and I do also have a tracking rubric that I created for myself because I wanted to create rules and I wanted to also track them digitally. So here I have my savings cash flow plan for 2022. That's what I call it, and it's called my rollover rubric. So what it does here, trying to expand it. So what it does here is it has all the categories, and then it has the rollover category that it's coming from. So for instance, my cash envelopes, all the $1 bills in my cash envelope. Hold on, wait. So all the $1, this is saying for cash envelope category, the $1 from the end of the month will go into the dollar savings challenges. So the first category is the category that we're talking about. Then the next column is called the rollover category, which means these are the categories where the category that's next to it will be getting deposited. So it'll come from the categories into the rollover category. And then here it says rollover when. That's the time frame of how often the rollover will be checked for and happening. So for the cash envelopes, the $1 savings challenge will get stuffed at the end of each month based off if there are any $1 bills left over in the cash envelopes. If no ones, and then there's a stipulation. If there are no ones, then nothing happens. So what's another one? Giving. Giving is a charity of choice or tithing. That will go into that category. And that happens at the end of each year. So whatever is left at the end of the year for giving, it will go to a charity of choice or either into our tithing. We'll either decide to split it evenly into those two, or we'll choose one and that will get stuffed in that way. The stipulation for that is if amount meets or exceeds 100, if less goes into tithing, excluded from the $1 challenge. Okay, so that's just some things that I decided to do because after we've been doing this cash stuffing for a while, I've decided how I wanted to maneuver the money, how I want the cash flow to move, especially when money is just sitting in categories and it won't be used. I want that money to be going somewhere. Even though it will be still getting saved, we have saving challenges, but I also want it to be the categories that aren't getting used, that are not like giving is not a big deal. But if it's sitting there and it's not going anywhere, then it can be getting used for something else. So that's why I decided to do this the Savings Cash Flow 2022 Plan rollover rubric. So I just want to iterate on that. So right now, and then I have each month category tracker on here as well. So, and I have it based off quarterly. So at the end of each quarter, I go in here and do the beginning balance for the next quarter. Okay, so that's how I keep track of how the money was moved, and etc., etc. And also on this tracker is on the goal amounts. So the goal amounts are here. So I'm going to try to utilize that in this video with this budgeting system. Since I do have a new rubric, I want to start implementing the new strategies that I have used, that I've been wanting to implement in this video. So this will be a lengthy video. Yeah, and I normally use a colorful pen to do my budgeting, but I'm going to use my 2-in-1 stylus pen. I sell these on my coaching website, and it's a two-way, so it writes like a pen, but it's a stylus as well, and it's a crystal pen, and they come in assorted colors. Okay, so this will be for May 2022. Let's see. My nails are a little slippery because I got this lotion on. So anyway, how are y'all doing? Let me get my husband's, because I will be doing both of ours. So let me get his out. May 2022. So let's do his first for this month. And I like to use the old ones to base on how I will be going forward. I like to look at previous months. So his income for the main job is normally $2,300 a month, and for his part-time job it's normally around $480. So that gives us a total of $270.80. And remember, when we're doing this, this is a projected budget. And I like to go ahead and write emergency here and travel. I said I was gonna start writing it down here, but I like writing it down there for some reason because I can see it. So we're gonna write his gas, his spending, his work lunch. And all these CLs are digital stuffings, which means I don't pull the money out the account. I keep them in the bank. Okay, the only one that does go out for cash envelopes for my husband is my daughter's money. So first, I always like to start out with the bills. So I work my way from income to the next section being bills, and I always will start with mortgage. So it's May, so this will be for June. So that'll be due dated at 6/1. And it is 9/04/15. Okay. And I like to try to use the most recent last one because bills and things do change. Because we did pay off some debt and things like that. So I like to do it that way. So we have Georgia Power. These are the bills that he pays. Cox. So that's also 6/1 for Georgia Power. Cox is only 16, so that'll be 5/16. Then we have Verizon at 5/21. Car note is bi-weekly. So I just put BW, and then I like to use a line to divide it up. And I do the same thing for mortgage. I put some lines in there to divide it up. So when I check it off, I know that I have other payments to make for that month. Insurance I really wish I wouldn't have put so much lotion on my hands, because now I can barely write. And I said we're gonna take that off his. Best Buy is $100 because he has to pay the Microsoft. So I'm just gonna go and add that as a bill, even though it's typically not. We don't owe anything into that anymore. And I spelled Adobe so wrong, but it's okay. 15 minutes. Gonna be $5.24. Best Buy is $4.28. Insurance is, that's supposed to be $5. And this one is also $5.28. Georgia Power is $1.48. Cox is $2.13.63. Verizon is normally $3.02. This should have went down, but I don't know. Like I said, when you're doing the projected, you don't have to be accurate, because once it comes around to it, you will know exactly what you need to pay. You'll just have leftover money, or whatever the case may be for you. And I think that is all. Oh, a month ahead. No, a month ahead goes over here. Ooh, I can't hardly write, y'all. My hands is so greasy. Okay, so we gotta put tithing. Car maintenance. Oh my God, y'all, I can't. Okay. Car maintenance, home projects, because we are trying to get our floors done and things like that. It was some that he specifically told me to stuff, and I cannot remember. But self-care, y'all, my husband's gonna get me because I don't remember where. Oh, I can't remember. We're gonna add clothing, and we're gonna add his business growth. Growth education investments. And I think that is it. So, like I said, I like to write out the categories that I want to try the stuff. I obviously know the bills that we have to pay. And then I go from there. And so now we're going to add up the bills. 904.15, 148, 213.63, 302.88, 237 plus 72.73, 115. So that's, if we did it right, 199, 339. I'm gonna add it up one more time. 904.15, 148, 213.63, 302.88, plus 237 plus 72.73, 115. That's correct. So now what we're gonna do is take this 2,780 and subtract the 1993.39 from it, and that's gonna be our remaining balance. And you just drop that down, and then that's what you're gonna have for the next box I like to do, which is the cash envelopes. So typically for a month he gets $240, but I think I want to start cashing like extra gas. So I'm gonna write that down here, because we do a lot of driving, especially me, but I want to have like a gas fund. And I'm not gonna put much in there but $5, because that'll be like for him. Oh well, this is the month, so I need to put more. $5 a week. I need to do 20, because this is our monthly planner for the month. So I gotta remember that. Sometimes I forget, y'all, that I'm doing the month. So that should be a 20 to make it like $5 extra a month. $5 extras a week, I'm sorry. And then so normally for the month I give him $240, because he doesn't drive as much as I do, but he does drive it. So he doesn't need a lot. Typically for his spending, I do 140. Let's see what that is. That's 35 a month. So we're gonna keep that going. His work lunches are 25. And my daughter's spending is 25 as well. So that's 100 for the month because it's 4 weeks. And I think that is all for that. So now we're gonna add those up and we're gonna put that amount down for our total. So that's 600. I'm gonna add it one more time for checking. So that's 600. Now we're gonna take that 680, that's 786, because I don't carry the change down once I pass the bills. So that turns into 786 minus 600, and we're left with 186. Now, once you get to each week, it's gonna play out differently, but this is just what we are projecting for the month. So no need to worry. I know it's low, but just have to go with it. So 186, sometimes I like to just divide it out evenly if it makes sense. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Divided by 9, that's $20 per one. And I think that helps me. The reason why I do it like that, because it helps me gauge which ones I want to put a little more into. So emergency is pretty full. I want to continue to put money in it, but we are trying to really build our home with projects. So for the month, for this, we're going to do 20. And then for the month for this, we're going to do, we're going to make this 10, because we can add more if we can, if necessary later. 20 here, make this 30, and since this is going to be the last section that I do, it's going to be a 0. Okay, so let's see. So 186 minus, I hope y'all can see. So 186 minus that 30 we just did, we have 156 left. And I think I'm gonna put 50 in home projects. I'm gonna do, so that's what, minus 50, 6. Self-care is I'm gonna put 10. Let's see, 1, 2. We're gonna do I'm gonna do 30 here for car maintenance. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 186 minus 30 minus 50 minus 40 is 66 divided by 4. So we'll say 15 here, 15 here, 10 there, and let's see what we got left over. 186 minus 30 minus 15 minus 30 minus 50 minus 15 minus 10 minus 10, and we're left with 26. We're gonna go with 25, and we're gonna put that extra $1 in the savings challenge if it works out that way, just to make our numbers right. So now this comes to 31. Our remaining balance here should be 31, and 86 those should equal up to 86. 15 plus 30, to like 50 something. 15 plus 30 plus 50 plus 15 plus 20 plus 25 is 155. And we're gonna make sure that's right. So 186 minus 155 is 31. That's what we have. Minus 31 gives us a zero-based budget. So down here, we're gonna put our 2780 for our income. Cash envelopes is 600. Sinking funds is 155. Savings is 31. Bills and debt was 1993.39. And that's going to give us our zero-based budget. So that's it for my husband's. And I think I'm going to end the video here because I don't want this video to be long. And I really need to get his done. So actually, I'm not going to end it, but we're going to go on and do his first week. Let's go ahead and do the first week since he did get that today. So now that we have the month done, now we can continue on to the weeks. And we're going to use the months is going to help us stay organized and plan for the weekly budgeting because his is weekly. So we're going to write down the part-time job because that's what's being paid here. In this case, the date is the 28th. Okay, and I need to see what he got. So it looks like we're going to be stuffing a total of 484. Make sure I read it right. So we're going to say 480, which is right on track to what I normally said. So this should be right on track. So we got 480, 480. And typically what I do for this check, this particular check, is take 50 out. I think before I was doing 100. I think I want to go back to doing 100 out of this one. Let me see real quick. That's why I like looking back at my older cash stuffings. Yes, I was doing 100 out of each. So that's what we're going to do here. So we're going to do mortgage, June, 100.61. And then typically we do Vivid, but we're not doing it on this one. And I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and take the Best Buy on out. We're going to go ahead and do the Best Buy because I want to make sure that gets done. So we're going to do Best Buy 100. And even though it's not due till the end of the month, I just want to go ahead and add it on here. So we got 200, and that's going to be 280 left. So we go to gas, and he gets 4 is 60. And his spending is 35. So all these are divided by 5 because it's based off his weekly budget. Okay, so now we just add this up. 60 plus 35 plus 50 for the 220s is 145. Minus 280 is 135. Okay, and so for the month we have tithing at 15, and see, even you can even break these up, do one half this time, one half another time. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do the growth education, tithing and growth education. Okay, that'll put us at 15. That's 15 plus 25 is 40. because I would like to put, okay, so we're going to go ahead and do the 15 for tithing. We're going to go ahead, let's see, let's do the home projects. We're going to do 20 for that. 15. I'm going to put a 5 in both of these. Yeah, I'm going to make that a 10. Okay, let's see where we're at. 135 minus 15 minus 20. 135 minus 15 minus 20 minus 10 is 90 left. Let's do car maintenance. Let's go ahead and do the 30. Sometimes I do go ahead and do some of it, because if you go ahead and like stuff what you can now, when you get to the other cash stuff and the other checks, you're able to put more into the specific account. Okay. Let's see what we have. 135 minus 15 minus 10 minus 25 minus 30 is 55. Growth fed 25. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and fill that up. And we have 30 left a month ahead. A month ahead is 15. Let's go ahead and do that. Clothing is going to be 5. Clothing and self-care get 10. Okay, that should equal up to 130. That should be 125. It should equal 125. 25, 30, 15, 5, and 10. Yep, 125 is the total. 10 left. All right, and that's what we got. So now we're gonna do our cash denominations, and I just typically flip this over, and I write it for now. I am working on creating me a denominations paper or document, whatever. So for this, we need 20 and a 5. We need 2 more 5s here. So those are done. Then tithing, we need a 10 and a 5. Here we need a 20 and a 5. And here we need a 20 and a 5. Here we need a 20 and a 10. Here we need a 10 and a 5. Here we need another 5. Here we need a 10. And that's how I normally do it. So this is 20, 40, 60, 80. This is 40. That is 25, 30, 35, 40. Okay. And that should give us a total of 160. 80 plus 40 plus 40 is 160. And I'm going to add all the things up to make sure that's correct. So down here we have the 25 only for my daughters coming out. Here we have 10, 15, 25, 25, 30, 15, 5, and 10. 160, so that means this is correct. And then what I normally do is take one of my cash withdrawal slips and this would go on to that. I don't have my pen right now. It is super late. I wanted to do this video and get it on done and show you all how I do my budget. I will continue to do these every month, also every week. Let me know if you like them. Let me know if you don't like them and why. But yeah, this is my husband's, this is his budget for the month of May. And then this is his budget for his first paycheck of May, which I put the wrong date. It's 5/28. So that is it, you guys. And I hope you all like my trackers. These are the goals I'm trying to hit. So a lot of the times, I also revert back to this to get these. So I already know I know off the top of my head which ones to write down based off these, because our priorities are home and car maintenance right now. And slowly growing, and our second priorities are slowly growing this a month ahead, and our investing funds. So I knew to write those down. Our emergency is already where we want it to be, even though we want to continuously let it grow to our next amount. But right now we're comfortable with that, so that we can go ahead and start doing what we need to do for other things, since we are a low income household. So with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed this budget with me video today for the month of 2022, May 2022. So you guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, share the video. Anyone you know who likes this kind of a material and would like to, better organize their finances and their life to do the things that they want. Because trust me, you all, believe me, we have been able to do a lot of the things we want, all because I started this cash budgeting system, which we did not have in place before. Like 8 months ago, we didn't have this. So I am blessed to have found this zero-based budget system. And you all just follow my journey. Let me know about your journey. Please do not forget to subscribe if you are continuing to watch. Please subscribe. It really helps my channel grow, and it lets me know that you all enjoy my content, and it is greatly appreciated. So with that being said, love you guys, and see you in the next video. Bye.